At the beginning of the story, the hero team that Rain is in dislikes him for being too weak and drives him out of the team. Rain thinks it is just a joke of his teammates, and it isn't until they start humiliating him that he understands that his teammates are serious. Disappointed, he leaves the team. As he wanders on the streets, children all gather around him when they see him. Rain forces himself to get energetic and plays with the children. He drives a hawk in the sky with his ability. Seeing this, the children all say that when they grow up, they will become beast tamers like Rain and venture all over the world. What the children said inspires Rain. He decides to become an adventurer and earn money by completing tasks. He then goes to the Adventurers Guild and asks around about the adventurers. Later, he learns that he has to pass a test to become an adventurer, which requires him to hunt goblins and gather specific herbs. Rain takes the test. After hunting enough goblins, he intends to collect the herbs but happens to hear a girl scream. He rushes to the sound and finds a D-rank tiger monster attacking a cat girl. Rain hurriedly stabs the killer tiger with a dagger, but he doesn't expect that the dagger breaks when it hits the killer tiger's hard skin. The killer tiger then notices Rain and sets him a new target. Rain shouts for the cat girl to quickly escape, but the cat girl just jumps to the sky and kicks the killer tiger to death. After that, the cat girl suddenly collapses, and Rain rushes up to hold her. He hears her stomach growl and knows she is just hungry. Rain feeds the cat girl with all the food he has, and then they start to talk. The cat girl named Kindhearted belongs to a powerful race that is on the verge of extinction. When she knows Rain was thrown out from his team, she gets angry. Rain forces a smile and explains that he was so weak that he could only be an encumbrance for his teammates. Kindhearted doesn't think so. When she first saw him, her body developed a unique feeling, which means that Rain can tame her. Few people in this world can tame the powerful race she belongs to, which shows that Rain is more powerful than he thinks. In order to boost Rain's self-confidence, Kindhearted offers to sign a contract with him. Rain is so moved, and he agrees to her proposal. By starting a magic array with his blood, Rain is connected with Kindhearted through a unique magical power, which means the contract is established. The same symbol appears in their hands, which is the proof of the intimacy between them. Rain completes the test with the help of Kindhearted and registers as an adventurer in the guild. At this moment, a man with a scar notices Kindhearted, who belongs to a powerful race, so he invites Kindhearted to become his teammate but gets rejected. The man then proposes a duel directly to Rain, stating that only the strong one deserves Kindhearted. Therefore, Rain takes the arm wrestling challenge with the man. Unexpectedly, it only takes him 1 second to easily defeat the man with the scar, even surprising himself. Kindhearted proudly tells Rain that those who sign a contract with a powerful race will get super strength. Suddenly, they hear a scream coming from nearby and immediately rush to the sound. They see a group of bandits robbing an old man of his goods and intending to kill him. Rain asks Kindhearted to protect the old man, and then rushes up alone to fight against the bandits. After signing the contract with Rain, Kindhearted has to obey his orders. She is a little worried that Rain can't use the power he just received well. Unexpectedly, Rain performs well and the bandits are no match for him at all. Looking at Rain's heroic bearing in battle, Kindhearted starts to have an affection for him. After the battle, Rain reminds the old man not to travel to the wild alone. The old man persuades Rain to run away with him, because the bandits' organization will soon come to take revenge. But Rain doesn't follow the old man. Instead, he plans to eliminate the bandits' organization with Kindhearted by driving the animals. Rain finds the bandits' cave. He gathers a swarm of toxin-carrying bees and intends to order them to attack the bandits. At the same time, he orders Kindhearted to ask for help from the soldiers in the town. Seeing Rain sign a contract with a large number of bees, Kindhearted feels surprised. Normally, tamers can only sign contracts with beasts and are not able to command so many creatures. Rain's power makes Kindhearted believe even more that signing a contract with Rain is the right choice. Not far away, 3 people are fleeing in all directions. The 2 girls are respectively a magician and a priest from the hero team that Rain was in, and the other is the tamer they hired, a brown-haired man. The 2 girls accuse the tamer of dereliction of duty, thinking that he should have arranged for a large number of animals to patrol the neighborhood beforehand, and then used the animals to hinder the enemies in the battle. The brown-haired man angrily accuses them of being unreasonable, as most tamers can only control 1 animal. The girls then realize that Rain, whom they looked down on, is actually a top tamer. Meanwhile, Rain's plan is going well. The soldiers have long wanted to eliminate the bandits. Eventually, they capture all the bandits under Rain's guidance. Just then, several huge lizards suddenly leap out from the depths of the cave, all of which are C-rank monsters specially bred by the bandits to deal with the intruders. Rain asks the soldiers to take the bandits outside the cave, and he will fight the monsters with Kindhearted. After a fierce battle, Rain and Kindhearted defeat all the monsters. The soldiers, seeing that they are not injured, shout their names in adoration. For the first time, Rain feels the sense of accomplishment of being recognized by so many people. As a reward for Rain's contribution, the Adventurer Guild upgrades him from level F to level E and gives him a bounty. Rain and Kanade treat themselves with a big meal, but when night falls, they happen to find there's only one room left in the hotel. Rain intends to go find another hotel, but Kanade is so attracted to the room that she refuses to leave. She wanders outside all year round and rarely stays in a human hotel. Rain thinks it's not good for a young man and a girl to stay in the same room for the whole night, warning Kanade to be more cautious about men. Kanade is aggrieved, explaining that she has found that Rain is a kind and honest adventurer during their adventures, so she doesn't mind sharing the room with him. Kanade's words touch Rain, so he agrees to stay. After the busy day, Rain is so tired that he falls asleep all of a sudden, which amuses Kanade. Thinking of Rain being kicked out of the team, Kanade secretly vows to help him become stronger. One day, Rain gets a difficult task. A mysterious troublemaker appears on the bridge initiating a duel with passers-by. Only when the victory is decided will the person stops the battle. To allow people to pass the bridge freely, Rain and Kanade take the task. On their way, Rain wonders why those passers-by who got defeated don't want to reveal the troublemaker's appearance. Just then, a red dragon falls from the sky, turning into a red-haired girl Tanya after a puff of smoke. Tanya is the troublemaker who beat up the passerby. The dragon race worships the strong and must go out to practice at the age of 15. Tanya, as a young girl, doesn't know where she can find a powerful opponent, so she can only start duels with every passerby to find the strong one, hoping to become stronger in the battle. Now Tanya has set her eyes on Rain and Kanade. Tanya takes the lead and burns Kanade's tail with a long-range fire-breathing skill. Kanade gets furious and bursts out super-fast fighting power. Rain decisively helps Kanade, but both of them get thrown to the sky by Tanya. Luckily, they have a tacit connection, stepping on each other's feet to dodge Tanya's flame attack. Rain feels Tanya's powerful strength after the fight, and he can only win over her with his taming skill. He asks Kanade to buy him a few minutes, and Kanade agrees immediately. As Rain hides, Kanade and Tanya have fierce fighting again. Soon after, with a command of Rain, countless birds rush to Tanya, only causing no harm to her. Tanya then intends to knock down Rain to end the battle. Unexpectedly, her legs kneel uncontrollably. It turns out that the birds summoned by Rain are born with a paralyzing effect. Though they can't hurt the enemy, they can make her unable to move. Now Tanya can't even move her fingers, so she can only admit defeat. She thought Rain would sell her, but Rain just asks her not to attack the passers-by anymore. When Rain returns to the Adventurers Guild, Tanya follows him. In the later chat, Rain finally knows that those refuse to say who defeated them because they feel very humiliated by losing to a girl, so no one knows Tanya's identity. At this time, Tanya proposes to join Rain's team. Rain then starts the ritual with her. After a fierce flash of light, their contract is signed. As the same symbol appears on Tanya's hand, she feels strongly connected with Rain. Afterward, due to the low payment for clearing slimes, adventurers are reluctant to take this, which also leads to slimes getting the opportunity to reproduce quickly, and many ordinary people's fields are destroyed. The kind-hearted tamer Rain takes his two partners to start the work of clearing slimes. Kanade doesn't want to get wet by close combat with slimes, and Tanya casts fireball magic that can clear slimes from a distance, which allows her to gain the admiration of Kanade. Rain shows a new skill in this battle, attaching a part of his soul to the bird, which Kanade and Tanya admire. Soon, with this skill, they find the slimes. Tanya asks Rain to try attacking slimes with fireballs. Under Tanya's guidance, Rain practices fireball magic on slimes and gradually adapts to its use. After completing the commission, Rain gets paid, all of which is eventually turned into food. Maybe the stronger someone is, the more he eats. Tanya and Kanade are big eaters. Before Rain can take a bite, the plates in front of the two girls have piled up like a hill. After eating, they start to talk, since they only know each other for a short time. Kanade and Tanya want to know more about Rain. Rain hesitates for a while, and finally talks about his life. He once had a happy family, until an accident happened, in which his village was destroyed. When he was 12, Rain went to a place far away from the village to practice taming beasts, but when he came home at night, he found that the village was on fire, which was also attacked by monsters, and everyone was dead. At this moment, Kanade holds Rain's hand. She finally understands why Rain fought so hard every time he encountered monsters. It is because the kind boy doesn't want the tragedy to happen again. Tanya also joins to encourage Rain, who listens to what his companions said and feels warm in his heart. For the first time, he feels that his past efforts are recognized. After the conversation, they become closer to each other, and they cooperate well in the commission to fight the half-orcs later. However, Tanya becomes too proud after gaining a few victories easily. Though Rain has warned her to be more cautious a few times, Tanya doesn't really care. As a result, an accident soon happens. The half-orcs though are not strong in combat. They have basic intelligence, which allows them to pretend to be dead and set a trap for Tanya. Luckily, her companions react quickly enough to save her. Seeing Rain injured, Tanya is guilty. She has never imagined that as a dragon girl, she would get her companions involved and hurt in dealing with low-level half-orcs, so she goes to the bridge alone in a daze. When Rain finds the guilty girl Tanya, she can't help crying. Rain comforts her that it is the most important thing that she is okay. Kanade also runs out to give Tanya a hug. At night, Rain takes the two girls to the inn to have a rest. After a good night's rest, they continue their adventure journey. Tanya suggests they buy armor for Rain, because the physical strength of humans is much weaker than that of other races. At this moment, the adventurers who drove Rain out of the team show up, which is led by Arios. Seeing Rain's two powerful companions, Arios is shocked, thinking that Rain is the slave of the two girls, but soon the whole team is surprised to hear that Rain is the master of Kanade and Tanya. After that, Arios thinks of his reason for coming to Rain. His team was in great trouble exploring the forest. They always lost in this enchanted forest. In order to explore the forest for longer, Arios proposes that Rain rejoin them to help control the animals to explore the forest and carry supplies, only to be decisively rejected by Rain. To convince him, the party reveals a huge secret that a treasure called the Shield of Truth, which is essential to fight against the Demon King, is hidden deep in the forest. If the Demon King can't be defeated, the monster army will invade the human world. After hesitating for a long time, Rain finally agrees to join Arios' party for the sake of innocent humans. Instead of thanking Rain, the party blames him for wasting their time, which angers Tanya and Kanade. They propose that the team apologize for driving Rain away earlier, and Tanya asks the whole party to kneel. The party members are not powerful, but they have high self-esteem. Arios angrily orders Rain to watch out for his two pets. He then states that Tanya and Kanade are playthings to sleep with Rain, only to be punched away by Rain. Rain warns Arios that he will teach whoever dares to insult Kanade and Tanya a hard lesson with his fist. Hearing this, Arios and his teammates decide to duel with them. In this duel, Tanya is against the magician and priest of the party while Rain is against Arios, and Kanade's opponent is the warrior Agath. Kanade suppresses Agath with her fast and powerful attacks, even not giving him a chance to fight back. Feeling humiliated, Agath counterattacks while Kanade temporarily stops attacking, but Kanade casually blocks it. To win this battle, Agath decides to use all his strength. However, Kanade reveals that she only used 20% of her strength just now, which makes Agath panicked, losing all his confidence. Agath is kicked by Kanade and falls into a coma. Meanwhile, Tanya blocks Mina's and Lian's attacks by just snapping her fingers. Unwillingly, Mina and Lian keep launching more attacks, but Tanya just stands still and defuses all of their attacks by just snapping her fingers, even draining their magic. When Tanya is about to cast the highest level of magic, dark clouds block the sky. Immediately after that, the dazzling lights pierce through the clouds, and countless magic arrays appear in the sky, which makes the proud girls Mina and Lian so scared. They quickly beg for mercy and apologize to Tanya, so she stops casting the spell at the last moment. Meanwhile, before the duel, Arios still takes Rain as a weak tamer, but soon he pays for it. Now Rain has received the additional skills of the cat tribe, so his attributes are not inferior to that of the hero Arios. After training so hard, Rain has become powerful, plus he is more attentive than Arios, so he is destined to win. Rain is aware of how Arios uses his sword since he has always paid attention to the fighting habits of his companions. Arios is unwilling to lose like that, so he decides to attack Rain by magic. However, Arios' high-level magic is offset by Rain's low-level magic. It's because Tanya helped him gain additional magical attributes. Just as Arios is about to attack again, he finds himself unable to move. It turns out that Rain has controlled a nearby bee carrying a paralyzing toxin to attack Arios during the fight. At this moment, worrying that he will be beaten up by Rain, Arios tries hard to beg for mercy. That brings a perfect end along with victory to Rain and his two friends in this duel. After that, Rain accepts the request of the hero Arios and is about to get the Shield of Truth for fighting against the Demon King in the forest. Before that, Rain and his two companions start to talk about their plans to explore the forest. The cautious tamer Rain asks the two partners to be on guard while he transfers his soul to a bird as before, finding a way forward through the high-altitude vision. During Rain's absence, Tanya and Kanade vigilantly guard their master's body. After a while, Rain finishes the wayfinding with the nearby birds and starts to lead the way. Soon, Rain discovers that something is wrong. They are still lost now even after he has confirmed the route with the birds before. After Tanya detects mana fluctuations in the forest with magic, they finally find the problem. A large tree has been cast illusionary magic, surrounded by vision-affecting magic, and their eyes are affected so that they keep getting lost. There is also an expansive magical field on the tree. Tanya tells them that the easiest way to remove the magic is to destroy the tree. Just as Kanade is about to break the tree with a punch, they suddenly hear a sound coming from inside the tree. A fairy girl, Sora, appears. 200 years ago, the fairies had a conflict with humans who destroyed the forest, and finally hid in a remote place to live in seclusion. Since the fairies hold a strong hatred for humans for hundreds of years, Sora does not listen to any of Rain's explanation and is ready to attack him. Frightened away, Rain and his comrades have to discuss a way to move on. The fairy is so hostile to humans that Tanya believes they can't solve it in a peaceful way, and the best way is to make Kanade break the tree while Sora is distracted. But the kind boy Rain still decides to have a clear conversation with Sora. When they intend to negotiate with Sora, she still tries to attack them, but Rain isn't afraid of her and just asks Sora not to attack his comrades. Later, Sora starts to attack him, but the kind fairy avoids all of Rain's vital parts, only grazing his face. When she is about to attack again, Tanya and Kanade block in front of Rain. They each state what they know about Rain, trying to prove Rain is a good guy and that they have no intention of harming the fairies. It is Sora's first time encountering the cat and the dragon speaking for a human, and even protecting him with their bodies. After hesitating for a while, Sora finally decides to listen to Rain's intentions. Under Rain's explanation, Sora finally realizes their purpose of entering the forest, which is to take the Shield of Truth against the Demon King. She reveals that the Shield of Truth has always been kept by the fairies, and then gives it to Rain. Noticing that Sora seems to be angry and hateful when she mentions the demon, he gently asks Sora what trouble she has after completing the task. She reveals that one day when she went out to run errands with her twin sister Luna, they met the monster Shadow Knight. To protect Sora, Luna was caught by the monster. Rain wipes the tears from Sora's face and promises to get Luna out. Later, he takes Kanade and Tanya to the stronghold of the Shadow Knight. Rain attacks the Shadow Knight with fireballs first, only causing no harm to it because it is immune to magic. And then Kanade starts to attack under the cover of Rain. She soon puts it at a disadvantage with the innate strength of the cat race. Deducing from Kanade's gaze that they come to save Luna, the Shadow Knight gets furious and decides to kill Luna. At the critical moment, Tanya blocks the blow with her dragon wings, and Luna is finally saved. Now, Rain and Kanade can put aside all their concerns to fight the Shadow Knight. They then attack it together. But, unexpectedly, the Shadow Knight's defense and attack stats are very high. So Rain controls the bees to interfere with the Shadow Knight's vision, and then he uses power-boosting magic on Kanade. After gaining strong power, Kanade makes a hole on the abdomen of the Shadow Knight with a powerful punch, and then countless red cracks appear on Shadow Knight's body, turning it into dust. Just then, Luna wakes up. Rain quickly sends her back to the depths of the forest. When they are talking, Rain discovers that the twins have completely different personalities. Sora is steady while Luna likes to make jokes, and she soon becomes familiar with Rain. Then the fairy sisters reveal since the fairies were unwilling to save Luna, they become disappointed at them, but they don't know where else they can go. Hearing this, Kanade proposes to let the twins join their team. The twins soon agree, but when Rain is about to sign a contract with them, he realizes there are different ways to sign contracts with different races, and he has never done that with a fairy. Kanade and Tanya think Rain is an excellent tamer and he can definitely find a way to sign a contract with fairies, which gives Rain confidence. Soon he starts the ritual. Without any accident, Rain manages to sign the contract with the two fairies in one go.